We all know why you're here. We've all been in that situation where all we want to do is have a social life. Because nothing is worse than being at work and someone being like, hey, you want to go out for drinks later?
Like, I totally would, but I have this diet, and I can't, there's nothing really there for me to eat, I'm sorry.
Well, in this video, I'm going to try to give you a few ideas of how you can actually have a social life, and you can actually hang out with your coworkers, and not be that buzzkill that's always like,
I'll have a cheat day next month if you're willing to wait.
So the first things I want to tackle are the usual suspects, you know? Hey, let's go out for lunch today. If you're ever in this situation, try to get the jump on it first, you know? As soon as someone starts saying,
yeah, lunch sounds great, I wonder what we should get.
That is your time to strike. You gotta go up to their face and be like, well, thank you. And here are the few places that I actually like to go to. That's a sure way that everyone usually likes and they're really familiar with. Chick-fil-A. That's right. Chick-fil-A is a classic, mainly because everything they have is chicken. There's usually a really good alternative towards the crispy stuff, which is grilled. My favorite so far has been the grilled chicken nuggets. Order that up, get some ranch, and you're good to go. If you're into that more spicy stuff, you can still snatch yourself a sriracha, and you're gonna be fine.
Okay, but let's say, you know what? There's been some weird political shit lately. I want to be like, I support Chick-fil-A.
Alright, fine, I got you. Next up, we have Chipotle. Contrary to popular belief, you can get a salad there and not put rice and beans. It is an option, alright? Here's what you do. You go in, you ask for a salad. They're gonna ask you, what rice, what beans? This is when you tell them, no. No. I know, they put you on the spot like they want you to already get these carbs. Be strong. Just say, no rice or beans, thank you. They're gonna take you to your meat section, right? Your proteins. Everything that's there, you're good to go. Except for one thing, the thing that isn't meat. So Fritos. They're actually really high on carbs. Avoid that as much as you can. Then after that, it's all the toppings you could possibly want. Highly recommend putting some guac in there because the more fats you have, the better. Although they also serve corn. Don't get the corn. High carbs. If you can't eat tortillas, you can't eat corn. That's just how it goes.
But okay, fine. They've had some weird, issues with their lettuce every now and then. You can't really trust them as much as you used to.
Fine. This is your last ditch effort, alright? This is when you tell them, alright, drop the big bucks. Let's go to that fancy tavern across the street. This is assuming that you're working in a downtown area, by the way. There, they have plenty of selections, but usually they'll have some type of sausage type thing, or they'll have some meatballs. And meatballs are underrated as hell. Mostly because they're high on fats. Extremely high on fat. And they're really good. They're just amazing. And sausage, of course, it's a really big deal as well. You have your high fats, moderate protein, no carbs at all. The one thing I will say about the meatballs is that they come with marinara sauce. Some marinara sauce tends to be pretty sweet and they end up adding a lot of sugar. So if you encounter that, just don't need as much marinara sauce. You don't need it. Eat the parts that has the cheese and call it a day. And of course, I highly recommend you to look up your local places. So for me, I work in the Chicago downtown area. There's a few good places that I can go to. For example, if you live in Chicago, you can actually go to Bona Beef and get yourself these delicious protein bowls. They used to be called low carb bowls, but now they're just protein bowls, right? They have three. They have meatball and sausage, beef and sausage, and chicken. Chicken is a little bit more on the carbier side, so I would recommend going with the first two. Meatball and sausage are the most keto friendly. We also get the joy to have Illuminati's as our main pizzeria place. And because of that, they actually have a crustless pizza. That's right, the entire base of the pizza, instead of it being bread, is sausage. And this you can go ham on. You can pile on any toppings that you really want as long as they're low carb, and you'll be totally fine. And of course, as a last ditch effort, you can go to any fast food place and just ask for a bunless burger. But of course, that's super unexciting, and you're just gonna tell all of your coworkers you hate yourself. And for all of the places that I've said, they actually have websites so you can check exactly what the macros are on the meals that you take. If you're trying to micromanage your carbs as much as possible, take a look at those. A lot of them actually let you see your customized orders, nutritional facts. So please be sure to take a look at that.
Okay, but Ramos, what are you gonna get to drink?
I got you. You got your classics. The one that I recommend the most is honestly just getting yourself an iced tea. An unsweetened iced tea. That's right. Why? Because it's delicious. It's not just water. It has a little bit of flavoring. and it's totally fine if you order that. No one's gonna look at you weird if you order that. Up next, we got mineral water. This one I really like because if, let's say, you're experiencing the keto flu, this actually helps reduce some of those symptoms because you get some of those minerals back that you would normally get from your carbs. And the best part is you get to pick your choice of sparkling water and just regular still water. Unfortunately though, both of these tend to be pretty pricey. You can get a San Pellegrino, they usually run around $2. And for still waters, you know, you can get your Voss waters, Essentials, Fiji, all of that stuff that makes you look like all of that stuff that makes you look like an asshole. And after that, we just have some regular sparkling water. It doesn't have any extra minerals or anything, but they tend to put some type of flavoring in there for you. A big one is LaCroix. I'm sure you've heard of it. I'm sure you've seen the memes, but it's there. It's a good option. I like it. Some of you don't. It's fine. And the next option is my least favorite, diet sodas, diet cokes, diet pops, whatever. Personally, I don't like these that much because they don't use sugar alcohols, mainly erythritol and stevia, which of course are my preferred sweeteners. Alright. I know what you're thinking already, but Miraz, if I'm trying to be social, I need to get rid of that social anxiety. I need to drink. Alright, calm down. I got you. You see, when it comes to alcohol, we actually have a decent amount of freedom. Contrary to what you believe, there's plenty of stuff out there that you can drink and be totally fine. Some of these might actually surprise you. I'd like you to take a look at your light beers. I know there's like a whole connotation of a real man doesn't drink light beer, but you're in a diet, man. If you want to drink, you just gotta be able to do some of these things. And honestly, they're not that bad. They've actually gotten pretty good with these. Personally, my favorite has been Michelob's Ultra. So next time that you're hanging out with your boys, come over, bring them a nice big case of Michelob Ultras. And if they tell you anything, this is what I want you to tell them.
Hey, listen, I know, it's like beer, I get it, man, but see, you had a kid a year ago, and you've been gaining a lot of weight. Light beer isn't such a bad idea, man.
Yeah. And of course, those of you with a refined palate, we have wine. No. This does not mean you get to get that big old box of boxed wine, alright? Take it off the back and fucking... No, we're talking about good wine, alright? The one that you have to go to Jules, go into the wine section and ask, yeah, I want that one, please. That's the one that we're trying to look at. We're talking about Pinot Noirs, we're talking about good red and white wine. You see, most red wines, like Pinot Noir, are actually only 3 grams of carbs. This is a glass, not the whole bottle. Don't get too excited. And of course, we also got white wine, which is usually about 1.4 grams. Now, obviously, red wine is gonna have more carbs because it's obviously better. Find me in the comments, red versus white, pick a team. And okay. I'm done with these filler drinks, okay? What if someone starts coming around me and starts yelling, Luckily for you, you can actually drink any hard liquor you want. I'm talking vodka, tequila, whiskey, rum, name it, you can probably drink it. I would try to stay away from the more sweeter drinks though, like rum chata, obviously, you can't drink that. Okay, and then we start getting into more tricky territory, which is mixed drinks. This one's a little bit harder just because most mixed drinks need sugar. So unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to drink your favorite cocktail. But with that being said, there are a few things that you can drink that won't kill you when you're in keto mode. You just have to find out what you actually like. For me, I was actually able to make a cocktail that I enjoyed, which is just adding lime, tequila, and some Topo Chico, or mineral water. So there, who says you can't drink when you're in keto? I will warn you though, when you're in keto, you are a lightweight. Don't think you can start drinking 5 different shots and be totally fine. That's not gonna happen. I don't care if you have been a drinker all your life. If you stopped eating carbs, you're gonna get drunk after 2 shots. I don't care who you are. So guys, hopefully you liked that video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm obviously a small channel, but hopefully with your help, you can help me grow. And of course, with any ideas that you might have of my next video, what would you like me to see? After 2 years of following keto, I've developed a few tips and tricks that I can help you guys with. So just let me know what type of stuff you guys struggle with, and I'll see if I can help you out. Thanks again. This has been Super Keto Monday. I'll see you next week.